Another unboxing video. Today we got that Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends Thanos, the Build-A-Figure that everybody spent tons of money to build them. They just repackaged them, give us an extra hand and head, and sold it for $20, something less if you've been picking it up for like 18 bucks and stuff like that. But this figure is a repaint, and it looks so much better than the original Build-A-Figure. Plus you get the, Infinity Gauntlet extra head. You get this, as I just spilled all those beers out of that cooler because Master Chief is drunk back there. He just fell over. You're cut off, Master Chief. You are cut off. But before I even worry about cleaning that up, we have this amazing artwork. This is beautiful. Full color artwork. Top to bottom. I mean, I love the electrical energy going around in the gauntlet. It's a really awesome artwork, and it's on both sides. And then on the back, I mean, you got that. I love the background they chose. Very cosmic. They did a good job with posing this bad boy because, I mean, it's like that's like iconic Thanos right there. And got the little bit of info for anybody that wants to check it out. And then there's nothing from this wave because he is a standalone. Anybody that needs that UPC, there it is. But this figure is phenomenal, and I can't wait to bust him out and unleash the power of the Infinity Stones with that gauntlet. Thanos looking fantastic out of the package, but before we get into that, he does come with some accessories. One, he comes equipped with the Infinity Gauntlet, and then he comes with his alternate hand. And I thought this was one piece, but it's actually the gauntlet is this little piece is separate. Then you got the hand right there, looking good, casted in that metallic, like shiny blue plastic, which gives you marbleization. But yeah, it does look very armor-like with that marbleization, so it's acceptable. And then you get this awesome head right here. And this is the head that I will have on him. Just looking stern and ferocious. Just looking awesome. And the helmet looks great. I just like the plastic use for this one. It's almost like a little bit lighter than the plastic we got with the Spider-Man 2099, the old school with the webbing for the cape. But that head sculpt is beautiful. I love the color of his face, everything. Got a little dab of blue in the corner right there. Really can't notice it too much, but this is pretty awesome. Bringing in a closer look, it's Thanos. This is that face that we've seen before. Mine just has a little bit of excess. You can really see on there. He's a little bit of white paint up on his nose from his teeth. I'm not a big fan of the grinning face too much, but still that shiny blue is pretty cool. I hate to say this, but holding this figure just sort of he feels a little cheap. This blue plastic I feel is making him not as solid of a figure feeling. It just feels flimsy, and just like the plastic feels very cheap. But he does have this gold plastic. I don't even know I guess it's sort of gold. Almost like that. Reminds me of Goldar toy, the mac and cheese Goldar. So it reminds me of. I wish they could have done a little bit better with the armor here and everything. But as his head is on here, he can look down that far. He can look back that far until his head snaps off. So that's as far back as his head can go back. So then his arms go up quite a bit. Got that bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. And let's take a look at that Infinity Gauntlet. It's not bad. Like the gauntlet itself, the hand part, like this is loose, but you can see the gauntlet's like casted in that marbleized gold plastic, but it's not the same as this or this. It's just a whole different plastic they used. It's weird. I've seen somebody take away these little gems and put on like ones you get from like a hobby shop or something. I might actually do that because, yeah, they're painted, but they don't look like Infinity Stones to me. So that might be a custom that I would do onto this figure. I love the silver trimming that they did on this. I love the spine. You can see mine has a little bit of blue showing or scuffing. And the same arm and everything does the same thing on this side. So, you know, just that blue looks gorgeous. But I think the quality with that blue, we lose the plastic quality. And I know it's the same plastic that had to have been used for Nova, because I know I originally said that the Spidey 2099, but it has to be that Nova plastic. It's very slick and almost slimy feeling and just feels very lower quality plastic. Mine does have like a scrape right there on his chest, and then the paint is not solid. It's almost like something like scraped across it, which is unfortunate. His ab is not, like a lot of people were saying, and you can see a little bit there. You can see a lot of people said it was a loose ab. Mine doesn't. He goes down one click, and you know the back's all right, but he does not. That's it. That's it. That's all I get out of motion. So that's sort of a bummer there. I don't think he gets any waist swivel at all. Nope. Well, he actually does a little bit. His legs, no splits going to happen. He can almost do a Spartan kick, but no Van Damme splits at all. Like that's as far, you know, those thighs are rubbing. Like there's no. And then of course the thigh cut looks nasty, really, really big thigh cut, and it just takes away from that sculpt. The double jointed knee, boot swivel, and that's really loose feeling. Bent knee, and he gets the ankle swivel, and these are loose as well. And this is a different plastic than this. Gold is like almost the same as the glove. It's almost like a shinier version, and then it doesn't match this part of the boot. You guys can actually see that there. So this plastic feels like it might be better when it gets this shiny metallic look. Same with the blue, it just feels cheap. Like it feels slimy, slippery, and just like the quality of that plastic just is not there. And as you can see, that skirt sort of goes up and down there as well. Overall, they did add some yellow paint in the trim, so they did put some love into this figure. Is it worth $20? I mean, sure, because it's a full Build-A-Figure, and you get the extra hand and the extra glove. People are gonna actually, have him pose like this, that grin, holding up the gauntlet and stuff. I mean, it works. It works. It's a good pose. I'm just tired of that head. So this one will pop on as easily. There it goes. Now this one is the route I would go. Stern, serious, ready to just rule the world Thanos with his woman death. We don't get that death figure, but we did get it with that select. Now, I am not going to swap these out. You guys pretty much know how these work. Pop that one off. This slides on. This slides on. Then you have matching as this one right here. So, I'm not going to do that. Here, I'll set it back there so you guys can at least see it in the background. But you know what time it is, though? You know what time it is? It is comparison time. Comparison time. And that is to one of my favorites, the Select Venom. Wow. Select Thanos. Wow. But I really wished that, this is a tough one. This is a really tough one. I feel Thanos, in my opinion, should be this size, because he was a pretty massive, character. And I really like this. I mean, granted, this is like mustardy yellow. There's no like shiny gold. The only gold is like on the trimming of his gloves. But you can see why this Thanos still holds up. I mean, sure, could use a darker wash. There's a lot of things you can nitpick, but look at them side by side. Like, they're both the same price figure. You might get him on sale for a couple dollars less, but you know, this figure actually came with death too. Now let's take a look at this. Take his hand off because he's a bigger figure to bring in. Let's compare these gauntlets. I mean, I love the design. It's almost like they just straight up like, hey, let's copy the Select gauntlet, but let's not put the extra paint and love into it. Like, I love the paint they chose for those gems. They have like a metallic shine to them, but I really like the consistency of this glove. Granted, there's no wrist bend, and I love the extra like trimming. Like, the trim on this is not painted. I love how it's painted on this one. It's like I like them both, but I'm gonna end up cutting those jewels off and putting those real looking jewels on there. But you can just see how this doesn't have that consistently, like that same plastic look flow like this one does. And then you know, his other arm, he has this fisted hand, and then he has the fisted hand, and it's just the same type of glove, just without the infinity stones. So yeah, like, which one is the true question? And just to bring in another character from the mix, bring in Loki. So Loki standing in front of this Legends Thanos, and you get a good chunk of height difference. Then you get this one. So, I mean, between the two, let's arm down. It's a tough call. I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, technically, I guess this one, I need to look up the exact height differences and see. It's too cool figures to have Loki standing between them. But yeah, I mean, that's my unboxing and review of the Walmart exclusive Thanos figure. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. You know, I'm going to keep pumping out figure reviews and everything. And honestly, start a discussion down below, guys. What do you guys think? Do you like the Legends figure over the Select figure? Which one and why? Do you think that they almost need to have like a merge of the same figure into one to make one ultimate figure? Just let's talk about it down below. And as always, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.